How do you turn 9 matches into liquid at room temperature? Can't figure it out, right? Let me show you. Benzene is liquid at room temperature, highly toxic, just like me.
You're so boring, Huh? Tell me that's not funny. You tell me if you think that benzene joke is funny, type 1 in the comments. If you think it's boring, please write out the third order Taylor expansion of sin x at xr0. See, everyone thinks it's interesting. When I was doing my PhD, people would often tell me, "You people doing chemistry experiments all day, your life is so boring." Well, I took issue with that. You can call anyone boring, but not us chemists. What do you do when you're bored? Play video games, binge anime all night. Eat chips. But what do chemists do when they're bored? Organic synthesis. Other than making babies, there's nothing organic synthesis can't do. Organic synthesis is basically chemistry's version of building things from scratch. Like when making beer duck, what's happening in the pot is alcohol reacting with vinegar to form fragrant ethyl acetate. If you don't understand organic synthesis, you can't even cook duck properly. Most chemistry papers are serious. These ones definitely aren't. Rice University's Professor Tor took boredom to another level. Published a boring paper. He successfully synthesized a molecule that looks like a person. 2 nm in height. Named NanoKid. What's the point of this research anyway? Hard to believe this kind of research can get published. He went through a whole process to synthesize the upper body of a little person. Then another process to synthesize the lower body. Used a benzene ring for the key part. Finally, using something we learned back in 2nd grade, he got this NanoKid. He can even dress up the little person based on his mood. Like swap the head to make a nano monarch, nano chef, nano scholar. I'm convinced this lab spends too much time playing Love Nikki. By changing a triple bond to a single bond, they successfully made the little person lift one leg. Named Nano Ballet Dancer. No matter how I looked at it, it looks like it's peeing. I rendered its 3D structure in Chem 3D, heated up the molecule in the software. Due to the vibration of chemical bonds, it starts to dance. Give 2 nanokids something to hold hands with, and suddenly they're ballroom dancing. After plowing through the paper and finishing the molecular modeling, yours truly, this might be the most gloriously bored scientist I've ever seen. A couple years ago, I wrote about this dancing molecule on my WeChat public account. Turns out someone in the professor's group was my reader, and showed my post to the professor. The professor was pleased to say this funny Chinese guy truly gets me. Yeah. Isn't the essence of research supposed to be about having fun? Somehow, the silly work on nano people crossed the ocean, connecting the hearts of 2 bored chemistry researchers. Later, I discovered there are quite a few joyful research enthusiasts like him. Many chemists love using carbon chains to weave all sorts of weird molecules. This isn't the Tetris you played as a kid. This is an 8-carbon molecule. The author said it looks like a broken window, so it was named. Then chemists started building their architectural dreams. They created Hussein for playing house, Gothic-style church chain Basketain for grocery shopping, bird Kagane with 2 pointy tops. More badass chemists made this thing, named it Templing. I think they probably synthesized it based on Kinkakuji, but it's clearly just 2 bird genes stuck together, slapped a new name on it, and churned out another paper. When this trend of random synthesis made its way to China, we successfully synthesized Jiongane. This is something foreign scientists will never recognize. The 21st century is the century of biology. When chemists get bored, they also explore the mysteries of life, like this one called Archaeopteryne. This one's called Butterflyine. This one's called Penguinone. If you haven't had crab this year, you can synthesize yourself some crabone. Bored chemists also synthesize bicyclane Halloween appropriate pumpkinane pollen. For those stuck in the lab but dreaming of the cosmos staircase, because life is all about climbing. I noticed this staircase ends at a methyl octanode. Seems like chemists are trying to tell us life is just a stairway destined for heartache. So what's the point of all this? Blowing top-tier funding on silly little projects? True, most of these weird molecules are just chemists showing off. They're basically useless. But their synthesis proves one thing. We're expanding what's possible. A nano person might seem purely comical to you, but in the chemist's mind, a brilliant idea was born. Why not improve the nano people's quality of life? In 2006, Professor Tor, who had previously synthesized the nano people, built the world's smallest car for his little guy, just 4 mm in length. You could fit 20,000 of them on a single strand of hair without a traffic jam. This little car had both a chassis and axles with perfectly round wheels made from fullerene. Each wheel could rotate independently. Professor Tor is basically the 4-wheel drive brothers of the nano world. Later, he felt like he wasn't having enough fun, so he got a few big shots together and organized a nanocar race, inviting the academic community to synthesize nanocars using scanning tunneling microscope probes to drive the cars. to see whose car could complete 100 nanometers within 36 hours. The academic world immediately got excited. 6 research groups brought their homemade cars and headed to France to compete. These cars had pretty wild names: Nano Windmill Bobcat Green Buggy, Nano Mod Team, Nims Manor Team. But Professor Tour's car had the most badass name, called the Dipole Racer. Sounds like it could be a Hollywood blockbuster. The race rules required everyone to drive on a gold track, the Dipole Racer said. They were drifting too easily on the gold foil. The drivers couldn't even find their cars, so they requested a switch to a silver track. That's what science looks like when you've got money. In the end, they didn't disappoint and left everyone in the dust, winning the championship at 75 nanometer per hour. Meanwhile, Japan's Nims Manor team had it rough. Right at the start, the machine controlling their car crashed. They restarted and tried again, only to crash once more. After an hour of tinkering, it only moved 1 nanometer. This kind of experiment feels like spending a minute on the test, but a whole semester fixing the equipment. Sounds just like your usual research progress. Humans have already made molecular people and molecular cars. In the future, we might even build molecular factories and molecular buildings. This kind of silly research is fun, but it often faces skepticism. What's the point of spending research funds on this stuff? The way I see it, the key to this research isn't what chemists have made. It's that they can make whatever they want to make. Synthesizing a windowane requires overcoming enormous intramolecular strain. Synthesizing a nanoperson relies on precise and efficient reaction control. Synthesizing a nanocar tests the assembly skills for every single component. Chemists are just showing us in the most intuitive and interesting way that the magic of chemistry has become this amazing. What seems useless to ordinary people might spark the flames of genius innovation. What's useless today could revolutionize our understanding tomorrow. When X-rays won the first Nobel Prize, people never imagined that the CT scanner invented based on it in 1971 would save countless lives. Today's tiny car with a top speed under 100 nanometers could tomorrow be delivering targeted drugs to cure cancer. The 2016 Nobel Prize in Chemistry went to the pioneers of molecular machines. Silly research isn't useless, it's just that knowledge limits our imagination. Alright, thanks everyone for watching this video. I've also been bored lately and designed a bridged benzene naphthalene molecule. Looks like this. Wait, no. It looks like this A compound that connects benzene and naphthalene with a bridged ring. Is there any expert out there who can synthesize this for me? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.